Hi there, welcome to Homekeepers. Glad to have you with us today, my friend. We love our regular viewers, but also we trust God and believe 100% that we get new viewers every day, and want you to know you're welcome, and you will be very, very glad that you tuned in today. We have a very interesting guest, a pediatrician who was born and raised in India and followed Hinduism, and then she met Jesus. And it's a powerful testimony. But not only that, I like to use this program, to kind of educate me and everybody else. And I think it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of medical people that come to the United States from India. Most of them are very, very fine doctors. And also we'll try to give a little cultural part to this interview, as well as comparing the educational systems between India and United States. All very eye-opening, I think. And I'm going to join Stephanie for, get this, a skinny pumpkin cheesecake. I'll ask her where the skinny comes from, but I tell you, I had a bite of it. It's very, very mild. I don't like that real strong, pumpkin taste. This is kind of mild. I really kind of like it. And so we'll put it together for you, and hopefully you'll like it. You can order the recipe. Before I join her, though, I again want to offer you something I think is so important. A lot of you ladies are familiar with Kay Arthur, one of the finest female Bible teachers in the United States. And this is just a condensation of probably an entire teaching she had on the basic steps of Bible study. And something like this that's not very big, it's not very laborious to read, can give you a jump start in understanding the Bible. I read Old Testament, New Testament, pardon me, every morning before I come to work, and this Bible I've used has quite a commentary. And I tell you, it helps you to get the background of what you're reading. So you can have this for just any gift to the ministry. We would certainly appreciate it. And I believe it would be very helpful to you. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. And fun part is enjoying and joining Sister Stephanie over here. This was an interesting one, wasn't it?
So good.
Yeah. A little background, though. We like to tell you, she's given you all kinds of hints, but I was raised by frugal people, especially my mom, more so than my dad, and my grandparents came from England. So they wanted almost $6 for a jar that big, not even 2 inches, of pumpkin spice. And I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
So you can make it.
Yeah. So we made it, and Susan put some together.
Yes.
Go on the internet and find what's in it and save yourself $6.
Or watch when they go on sale, buy one, get one free. That's when I buy them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have cream cheese that I'm going to mix up. You're just pretty much standing and looking pretty today. Yeah, so I'm going to just cream this up. Also, we're using pumpkin puree instead of just the regular canned pumpkin. Right, and so we tasted it this morning when I was licking the spoon. So good.
What was interesting about the pumpkin, though, it's pretty flat. It's
just enough flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as, I would say, pungent as just your regular canned pumpkin.
Yeah. So I have brown sugar, half a cup of brown sugar.
And another secret that we
vanilla.
learned, we read, this is the homemade pumpkin spice.
And some homemade pumpkin spice, yes.
We use a whole lot less sugar than the recipe calls for, and it tastes just as good.
Yes. You can't always do that, but sometimes, yes.
I kind of did it on this, and I read that in a magazine or newspaper or something, and if you check about anything you buy, it's got sugar in it.
Right. So I'm just creaming this up, and then I'm going to put in 3/4 cup pumpkin puree and a whole tub of the Cool Whip that you love so much.
The puree is more expensive.
Yes. Well, you got organic.
I think that's all they had, but to be honest with you, I'm an old lady and I have 9 great-grandchildren, and I'd never heard of pumpkin puree, so you never stop learning.
You never stop learning, ever.
Just always keep your mind open.
Here's the Cool Whip. Now, where's the skinny you come in, you were asking. You're supposed to use Greek yogurt, cream cheese, and you're supposed to use the light Cool Whip. we have done neither.
And they didn't have it.
So
and
ours is not skinny.
I'm not one of those that goes all over town looking for something.
You are not. If you can't find it, too bad.
Do you? Do you do that?
Well, if I'm looking for
maybe
a specific recipe, then I will.
Kind of depends.
Yeah, so we're just mixing this all together. Now, the recipe calls for you to make your own graham cracker crust. Graham cracker crust. Not at Homekeepers.
No.
We bought one.
Yeah.
And it calls for an 8x8 pan, but because we bought our crust, not doing that either.
I have a feeling most of our viewers are like us. They modify.
Sure, that's what's so great about cooking at home.
But I will say I had a bite of this, and if I ever had an illustration of melt in your mouth.
So good.
This
Here,
is it. I got it.
Thank you so much. Okay, and then you just put it in the pie crust. You put it in the refrigerator for a while.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be in there 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, let it set up. We have it out already.
Oh, you do?
Rippy, yes.
I just work here.
You could just put this in a dish, like you said earlier, and just like a mousse.
Yeah, it is very much like a good mousse.
I mean,
it's just gorgeous.
Usually after lunch, I'll have one of those tiny little candy bars for dessert. I did not even have that today so that I could take a bite of this and not feel guilty.
What restraint you have.
Well, look at me. I'm the queen of restraint, obviously. Not. Okay, that's so beautiful. Look at that.
Want to be able to get that.
Invite some friends over. Have some tea.
Well, this is one. Oh, look at the way that hangs together. This is one you could definitely do the day before if you have company.
That's so light and fluffy. And
I have a feeling, I was telling Stephanie before the show, I don't like this real strong pumpkin taste, never have. But my mom made pumpkin chiffon, and it was lighter. Are you going to be okay? Are you having a moment?
That is so light and fluffy. And just enough pumpkin. It's delicious.
And also, I think we mentioned you could just use this without this crust.
Now, I will tell you this. This one, we didn't have the pumpkin pie spice because Susan hadn't made it yet. I used cinnamon, and it's very good.
It's absolutely delicious.
So good.
It's called Skinny Pumpkin Cheesecake. And if you would like to have it, it's absolutely free. Information's coming up on your screen as to how make it the most convenient for you. And then I want you to meet my guest. I think you want to sit down and listen to what she has to say. So we'll be right back.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
All right, I'm very happy to introduce to you Deepa Sukumar. And she came to the U.S. in 2001 and completed her medical education here. And that really got me interested. I've been in hospitals, not as much as most people, but both of my kids have had cancer.
Okay.
And my daughter-in-law gave my son a kidney.
Okay.
And so I was in there about a week, going back and forth. And I saw a lot of medical experts from India.
Yes.
How does that happen?
Well, one, the population in India is huge, right? It's over 1 billion people. And then I think I think my parents, and I think generally in India, we give a lot of importance to education. Like if you think about sports, I mean, where are we in Olympics? We're nowhere, you know what I mean, we're there, but not in the top, right? Just my parents, I mean, I think everybody just gave a lot of importance to education, like, every middle class family. So, and then mostly your parents kind of chose the track for you.
And they chose medicine?
Yeah, and we were okay with it. I mean, I don't think I would have been happy with anything else. So they chose the track, and I also liked it. I mean, so it's I think, the way we give importance to education, basically. And then, of course, there are a lot of doctors in India, and so some of them some of my friends went to UK, some of them Australia, some of them to the US. So we just go everywhere. So.
Well, is there a real caste system there? Where,
yes.
There's one group that never really has an opportunity, or?
So yeah, so basically in Hinduism there are like 4 castes.
Within the religion?
Within the religion.
Really?
There's like a top caste, the Brahmins, and then and then the bottom is like a skinny, like they call SC, ST, but doesn't matter. But it's a really sad thing because you're demarcated, saying I'm higher than you because of my caste system. But the government though has made a lot of regulations to make sure like the lower caste people kind of get into medicine. Up? Yes, they do. But still, the disparity is always there because it's just based on your caste. Somebody's higher than you or somebody's lower than you, and that just doesn't really gel with your spirit. I mean, you know what I mean. So but it still exists there. Yeah, in the rural areas.
It's not as bad as it used to be, though, right? It seems to me when I was a lot younger, there were 2 castes in India. One was you were here or you were here. It didn't seem like there was any middle ground.
No, they've always been 4 layers. But yeah, I mean, I think it's changing. And, the government, I think, is doing a lot of stuff to make sure that the lower caste. But I think for me, I think there has to be a change of heart in you to make sure that everybody, you see is equal.
Only God can bring that about.
Only God can. I will 100% tell you, only God can bring that. To see everybody, every child, in the image of God. And in my life, Christ has done that. I don't, it's so different. It's a change of heart. I mean, you can do regulations outside.
Exactly. That's true in the United States.
Yeah, it has to be a change of heart done by Christ.
Okay,
yeah.
How do you compare the educational system? When you came, I don't think she wants to answer this. When you came over here, you didn't have a whole lot of catching up to do, did you?
I think it's also because, of the population in India. When I went to medical school, we saw a lot of pathology. So I saw more disease pattern in India. Like you could auscultate like every murmur possible. We saw a lot of things.
That you might not see here?
Yes, we might not see here, which is, thank God.
But that would give you an education.
Yeah, but so I think that's why we see a lot of just like pathology in developing countries, like, malaria and dengue and typhoid and all kinds of, so.
And we don't have those.
Yes. So I think when you're trenched in that for a long time and you listen and your clinical skills get better, I think it makes you, more, skillful in that area. So that's why I think, here well, thank God you don't see that much of, diseases that we see in the developing countries.
The reason I ask that is because I've been concerned, and I'm going to have a gentleman on in a few days who's very much involved, and the things happening in our education are bad. And they are indoctrination rather than teaching a subject. And
well, I think the U.S. system is good because my daughter is in the U.S. system, right? But I think it also depends on individuals. Like you have to come back home and you have to learn too. I always came back home and I read. There was nothing like a free time. I don't, and all of my friends did that. We read, we came back, we read, we went to sleep, we got up again early in the morning and we read again. So I think it has to be like, look at it now. We have internet, we have like, we have so many things. So many resources are available. So I think we shouldn't, if I say something, I would say don't restrict yourself. If there's a subject, just go read yourself. There are resources available right now.
Absolutely.
Right?
More than ever.
Exactly. So just go and educate yourself. I think that's the best way, to kind of, become, much better.
And also, don't you think the parents hold the key?
Yes.
If your parents kind of guided you toward medicine.
Yes.
They're powerful influence.
And they do respect it, like they respected teachers a lot. Like I respect my daughter's teachers a lot. Like I give them so much credit because, they're the ones who are teaching my child. So if at all my parents got any complaint, which I don't think they ever got, that I was misbehaving, I would be the one getting the brunt of it. I mean, they would never support the teacher. They would never support me. They would be like, your teacher did it, she said it, and you've done it. So I think a lot of that relationship too between the parent and the teacher has to be very healthy, and there has to be a lot of honor in that relationship.
There's a lot of problems in America today, and we're seeing, because of television and the internet, we're seeing these they're like a food fight at the school board meetings.
Yeah.
Some of the parents are yelling, and
I think that if there's honor, because just like Bible says, right, you honor the person above yourself, like you esteem them higher than yourselves, and Bible clearly gives that command. I think if that is there, I think instead of like taking a stand of like, I think dishonor, I think if we honor anywhere, I think that was what I found with the teachers, when I grew up. Like there was complete honor for them, from my parents, from everybody. So
that was in India.
Yeah. So if that
because
is there,
it's breaking down here, and I can see the parents might not react properly, but they're angry, and I would be too. I would be too. They just indoctrinate a child instead of teaching them, and our system is breaking down. I heard this morning, or maybe I read it, that homeschooling has doubled just this year.
And we have all the resources, for homeschooling, right? It's not as...
And that's a good thing.
It's a great thing. I mean, if you look at it, I did, for my daughter, she goes to this 2-day school, so 3 days I've always homeschooled, but then I get the resources, and I can tell them, okay, read this. So, yeah, that's true too. I mean, parents, I think the responsibility lies on the parents, because we're the ones who are called to, parents and grandparents are supposed to, they're called to train the child in the word of the Lord and everything. So I think a lot of responsibility lies on the parents. You're the one who's going to, change. And so you read a lot, and you impart that a lot, and you watch your child, redeeming time, because social media and internet, we never had internet.
And the phone. I'd take that phone away. If I were a mother of younger children, there would be some real strict rules on the phone.
Yes. So that's like an open door, either for the enemy or for God, right?
Exactly.
So we have to channel that child in a way that, okay, she's redeeming the time at home, spending time in things that can, improve her talent, or, walk in the ways of the Lord. I think we have that responsibility. I know it's time consuming, but I always feel that if you train your child now, you wouldn't have problems later. If you
the Bible is true.
That's very true.
But also, a lot of the women work, but that child's education still needs to be at the top of your list.
Because remember, a child's psyche is kind of formed before 12. Like by 12, the child's psyche is set. So, so I think that's the time we should kind of, create time to spend time with them, and also like channel, also just pray and say, Lord, where am I missing? How can I, and God will show you things. He'll say like, okay, this is the weak point. Why don't you, talk to her about it, or pray about it. So I think it's super important. I think that is very important, because you will avoid a lot of problems later on in your life.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just so interested in comparing the educational systems, and I think the viewers are very interested in this, and also it should force us to look at what's happening in America with our educational system from the very top on down, because in the colleges is when they started teaching the students a lot of this indoctrination, and then these students became teachers in the public school system, and now I'm telling you, it's very serious. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the school board meetings, but parents are very angry. Really? And I think that's a good thing. I don't think you should have a food fight, but also seems like the school boards have a lot of leverage And,
and I think but the other thing, though, in this country, I think we have the independence to do what we want to do. Like, I don't think anybody in India can homeschool. I'm not sure right now. So here, right, okay, so if you're not satisfied with one system, there's always, you could shake up things yourself. You know,
there are choices.
There are choices which will be restricted in other places, but I think we have to pray and seek God for the right choice for your child. You know why? And then, you know, just do what is good for that child. So the choices, you know, you have that opportunity of, you know, having those choices. So I think you should say, okay, you know, is my child... you know, some children can never be homeschooled. You know, they want the social thing and stuff, but some children are
and they wouldn't be good at it.
Yes, and some parents also cannot homeschool it. I think I think that you truly need the grace of God to homeschool. So you know, and some moms, you know, they shouldn't beat up themselves because some moms are never called to. They're not theirs, right? So you do what's best in every situation prayerfully, I think.
Absolutely. That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
That you can take the smallest thing to the Lord, or something as important as your child's education. That's something that should be
and that's very important to the Lord. You know, your child's education is super important to the Lord, and He would guide you. I mean, I did not think I was going to homeschool her 3 days a week. I never even had that concept, but then something just rose in me, and it was super easy.
What's best for her?
Yes, what's best for her. So
yeah, my granddaughter has taught her 3 children from day one.
Really? Yeah.
And I would say, the reason I ask you about the difference in other nations, I think we should be concerned. Many, many years ago, I had a niece, my sister's family moved from Canada here.
Okay.
And when that niece went to an American school, she was way ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, the Canadian schools were way ahead. So can't put your head in the soil. You need to just face it up and bring it up.
Yes.
Now,
absolutely.
Tell us what is Hinduism like? What do you think? What's your god's name? Is it Hindu?
So there are like millions of gods in Hinduism.
Oh, did you have one?
So there was a god for studies. There's a god for prosperity. There's a god for courage. So there are like tons of gods. I used to switch from time to time.
Did you pray to them?
Yes, we would go to temples, and there are idols, and we would perform rituals, and we would pray.
For the specific
any
topic.
Request, yes, yeah, just like, you know, you're crying out, and the thing is that we had, and my mom always used to say, you're switching gods. So based on whatever the thing was, I had a favorite, you know, idol to worship.
Was it a real idol?
Yeah, we made idols. Yeah, we made idols, and in temples there were idols of gold, like, you know.
Couldn't you buy them?
Yeah, we can buy them. Yes.
So you can buy a prosperity idol?
Yeah, you can buy a Hindu goddess of prosperity and keep it in your, like a prayer room. Yes.
Which ones did you have?
I don't.
You forget.
I had a lot of them. I really don't remember. My mom had a lot of them. Yeah. So, yeah. But it was, I think, you know.
So there's not one major god in Hinduism?
No.
Okay.
No, there's not one god, which is, you know, the concept in, you know, Christianity, right? The Most High God, right? So, no, just a lot of gods, and we had like rituals for each days. We had, you know, a specific celebration for each god and stuff, yeah.
So this is the system you grew up in,
yes.
and your parents had grown up
yes.
in it?
Generations for generations, yes, yes.
You have temples?
Yes.
Was there regular times to go to the temple?
Yes, regular times
what were
and
they,
regular days.
Celebrations or?
Yeah, just rituals, like, you know, just like different rituals. Like we could go on specific days for specific rituals. Yeah, I just grew up in that system, and that's all I knew. You know, I mean, I did go to a Catholic school because Catholic schools in India are well sought after because they give you the highest education. The Christian nuns who run it, just disciplined. You know, they teach us to speak good English. You know.
And you attended a Catholic school?
Yeah, we all attended Catholic schools. All of us, all of the friends we know, the middle class, you know, community. which, because the education was great. So my parents enrolled me in Catholic schools. But the thing is that nobody told me about Jesus in Catholic schools, I think for good reason, and so when it was like class for them to go, they would go to like the catechism class and I would go to moral science class. And so I didn't know like who Jesus was.
So in the Catholic school, they didn't really...
We went to the Mass.
It's considered a Christian religion.
Yes, yeah, we went to the Mass. They knew who Jesus was and stuff. Yeah, we went to the Mass. I even sang songs like "Jesus Loves Me," "This Little Light of Mine."
Really?
I had no clue. Like, Jesus loves me. Okay, Jesus loves me. But I had no clue until, like, in medical school, during the third year of medical school, one of my friends who was a Hindu had converted to Christianity, and she started reading Bible verses for me. So once she started reading, well, she was a Christian, but then she read Bible verses. Like anytime I had a problem, she would be like, okay, let's pray, and then she'll read from the Bible. But in my heart, I was like, I'm not going to convert. Maybe she's trying to convert me, but I am not going to convert.
I'm a proud Hindu.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I am never going to convert. But then, God's word is powerful. Bible is not just another book. It's the living word of God, right? So
yes.
It's just a number in your heart.
And we are just about out of time. I'm going to ask you, would you stay? Sure. I'd like to have you on another program because we have not talked about her awesome conversion. And also this book we want to talk about, Do Not Be Anxious. And I've offered a lot of books on this program, and I would call this a devotional book.
Yes.
Would you call it that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's different. It's very unusual. I want to know more about that. So I'm going to ask her to stay over with me a little bit. And I want to remind you that we do have prayer partners that are standing by right now if you want prayer. It's so wonderful to know that someone who was raised in an absolute false religion, false gods, and the true and the living God could come and live and dwell in her heart and make her an evangelist. I'm sure she is in her pediatric practice, but also to write a really good book on the goodness of God. And in this one, there are specific topics. There are, I think, almost 60. I figured
yes,
it's a devotional for 2 months and then do it the next 2 months.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that on the next program, but I do want you to hear about her absolutely dramatic entrance into Christianity and to know Jesus as such a personal friend and Savior. So she will be on the next program. And I hope that you'll be sure and tune in because it's going to bless your heart. I promise you that. But until then, remember there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. I'll see you next time.
Amen.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.